Here we go.
Clone Saga, yeah.
You're not drunk enough to talk about this, are you?
No. Although I am broken, Netter. Do you think the stuff is cold by now?
Hold on, I'm in the middle of something.
Okay, no worries. The Clone Saga from 94 to 90. Yeah,
Why do you
the fact that it went on
so
for
much?
2 years was bad.
They said it went on too long and it divided the fan base.
It pissed the fan base off big time. And I don't think there was anybody who actually liked this storyline. So I swear this was Rian Johnson level subverting expectations. Okay. You'd had Mary Jane and Peter married for some years now. They had a good relationship, right? They had their struggles because, you would expect being Spider-Man and whatnot. But then things got real bad and Peter beats the crap out of Mary Jane.
What?
And yeah. And it's like, what the hell? They turned Peter Parker into a friggin' wife beater. And
oh no.
And then he takes off and
did he just hit her once or was it repeated? Did he get
it was repeated and it was
it was
is it cold?
A bit.
Let's try. Yeah, you're right. That is good.
Yeah, it tastes.
Did you try it?
Oh, I've had peppermint schnapps cold.
Oh, peppermint schnapps cold, I would imagine, would just clear out your sinuses.
Yeah, when it's cold, it tastes so much better.
Okay.
Warm, it's kind of like you're a wino.
Okay, well, from now on,
it's cheap booze in an alley. This way,
cheap booze but cold.
It's cheap booze cold, but it tastes better.
It does. It is good.
It's kind of fancy.
Good call on that. Yeah, next time I'll remember that. But yeah, so the whole thing was, and a lot of people were pissed. It's like, okay, Peter Parker is not a wife beater, okay?
No.
So the whole, and again, you're right, it took way too long to get the final reveal that there's actually another Spider-Man, and it turns out that the one that beat up Mary Jane was somebody named Ben Reilly. He was a clone of Peter's that was trying to take over his life or whatever.
Where was Peter?
No. He was going by the name Peter, but he wasn't the original Peter. Later on, he ends up taking the name Ben Reilly so that he had his own identity. But it was a poorly thought out story arc. I don't even remember all the fine points of it. It was really stupid.
It's making Captain America part of Hydra, and then he's a clone at the end, like they did in
this was literally, yeah, exactly. This was literally where I stopped reading Spider-Man comics. This was when I walked away completely. And I've never bought another Marvel comic since then. Seriously. Yeah. They completely lost me as their regular, and I don't think one person buying Spider-Man comics for, 40 years matters to them, that they even notice it, but I was not the only one.
Now, I remember hearing about what they plan to do later on after this got resolved, that half the Spider-Man comics are going to be about Ben Reilly Spider-Man, and then the other half are going to be about Peter Parker Spider-Man. Did that get dropped?
Which would have been fine if they would have introduced it in a better way, but
maybe
they
put him in a different city, maybe?
Everybody hated Ben Reilly from this point.
Yeah, because he beat up Mary Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes. Geek Flag has a comment.
The Clone Saga was the dumbest storyline ever they ever gave Spider-Man. And then they made it worse with Dr. Octopus taking over Peter's body. Stupid. Yeah, I heard about that. Peter and Doc Ock switch bodies. Doc Ock, becomes, in a way, they kind of went back to the whole storyline. And this is all secondhand. I never read these effing comics. I just heard about it secondhand. Apparently, he started getting off on the whole idea of being the hero. So he beat the living crap out of the villains, kind of like Venom did. And everyone's like, this is not Spider-Man. you know, and he had to learn to rein himself in. And then he, like, I don't know, fell in love with Aunt May, and so that when he went back to being Doc Ock, he like started a romance with her or something. It was just
Oh,
weird ass stuff.
why
It's
do
like,
they do? Because you have a bunch of
because
weirdos
these
writing the
writers are
comics.
weirdos.
Yes.
These are weird people. They don't even belong in regular society, let alone writing the comics.
The heroes.
Of, you know, the heroes.
Kids
Yeah,
look up
exactly.
to Spider-Man. That this is like he's like the. In fact, I think he's probably the most popular superhero. If we're
He
being
has
honest
been,
here.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was the Clone Saga. So did they have a big duke out at the end, and then well, we're all friends, and then they must have gotten rid of Ben Riley at some point because I've never
Well,
heard about this guy after.
I don't know if they
Did
did
he
or
like
not, but you'll
disintegrate or
notice.
something?
No, what happened is he took on the name Scarlet Spider. That's him on the left.
Oh
He's
boy.
got a dark red bodysuit with like a blue tattered friggin' t-shirt over it or something. It was just, I'm not willing to give it any grace. It's exactly what Nate said. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
All right. Well, that's the Clone Saga.